This is a story of a once foolish boy named Jimmy, who through non-narcotic hallucination has found the true meaning of midterms and finals. A MidTerm Carol. Chapter 1. The First Apparition. Our story begins with a particular day, exactly 7 days before the midterm, that could bring ruin to Jimmy's future. You see, Jimmy is not known for studying. In fact, he spends most of his day wasting away, either asleep or on his phone. But today, Jimmy realized that he will have to change his ways or reap the consequences, for he has just spotted the warning on the board. Well, teacher, consider him warned. Jimmy begins sweating from the immense amount of stress washing over him, and then he faints. When Jimmy awakens, he is in a similar yet empty world. He was alone, except for one other. The soul announces itself as the ghost of midterms past. It says hello, that it will be the first of 3 apparitions to be visiting him in his dreamlike state until he begins studying. You must study, or you will surely fail your test, said the pasty blanket. He then showed the child omniscience of his failure on a previous test he didn't study on. Chapter 2. A Guiding Ghost. The following day, when Jimmy went to bed without studying, he was entered yet again into another dream world. Slightly confused, he finds another apparition. "Who are you?" he asks. "I am the ghost of midterm present. Heed my warning, mortal. Study now, or forever hold your peace." "I could study, but I'd much rather sleep, and maybe cram." "No!" the ghost bellows. "Look at your grades. If you don't study now, you will fail!" Chapter 3. The Poor Income Phantom. Once again, because Jimmy didn't study, he was visited by the final apparition in his dreams. Slightly angry at his entrance to the world, he asked the final sheep man who he is. He responded with nothing but, "Spare some change." The ghost, unlike the other 2, was slightly aged and had an unkempt beard. Jimmy, out of curiosity, asks the ghost, "How'd you end up like this?" The homeless-looking ghost stood up and said, "I will show you what happens when you don't study for midterms or finals." He puts his hand on Jimmy's head and fills him with the knowledge and ambition to study for the midterms.
Study, 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 study.
I know now I must study. Thank you, Sensei Homeless Ghost. 5 days passed and Jimmy has studied. They say he aced every midterm and went on to be successful. The end.